Hey friends, welcome into my channel. My name is Jackie Alves, and I'm excited to talk to you today about necks, sagging necks, how to get a nicer looking jawline without surgery, or just how to disguise it a little bit, along with a couple of other tips and tricks I'm going to share with you today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And again, thanks so much for being with me today. I love hanging out with you guys. This morning as I was getting ready, I was doing, just washing my face, doing my skincare, and I tried a couple of new products this morning, and I wanted to share with you what they were like. Now, I know that everybody has heard of Isle Maquillage, probably. I don't know if I even said it right. I've heard it said a lot of different ways. I grabbed their neck cream and their collagen plumping something or other. It was called like Plump and Prime. Anything that's plumping, I'm a huge fan of. So I got the high profile neck cream. I tried it this morning for the first time. And I really actually like the feel of it. It is really kind of rich feeling. And then the collagen like plumping cream was more of a gel. And I actually think I really like this one. I don't know about the neck cream because honestly, I don't believe you're going to be able to get anything for 60, 70 bucks that actually is going to tighten and firm your neck. I think, if it actually worked, it would probably be like $600 or $700 at least. So that's why I'm always skeptical. Even if things are expensive, I'm like, it would cost 3 times more than this if it actually worked. So anyway, but I'm going to try it anyway. And I'll keep you posted on the results because I don't expect to see much after one use. But this plumping cream, I don't know, it felt kind of nice, and I don't know, we'll see. Of course, you have to use everything longer than just one time to see some great results. So like I said, I'll keep you posted on that, and we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. I just wanted to let you know I had a couple new products to talk about today, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now you can see I've already got my eyeshadow on, which is rare. I always do like skincare, foundation, all that, and then go to eyeshadow. But I didn't want today to be about an eyeshadow tutorial because we can really get lost in all of that. I wanted to talk more about some necks and some really funny things I've seen and some really great simple tricks I can teach you to help with that neck area. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my foundation. Today I'm gonna use a dewy finish foundation. Now I am a true believer in if you can keep it looking a little more moist, it won't look as wrinkly or crepey, okay? Because when it begins to dry, it'll look a little crepey. So I'm gonna use a dewy finish foundation because I'm gonna show you how to bring it down your neck and a couple of tricks to add in to make it just look a little bit nicer. Also, this morning, as part of my skincare routine, and at night especially, I use it a lot at night, is a face oil. And I make sure I get a good amount on my neck because that's part of the problem. It looks really dry. So that contributes to that kind of crepey thing and that turkey thing, right? Gets really dry right there. You guys, I remember when I was little, I grabbed my great aunt's neck right here, and I don't remember this. She told me this later that I'd grabbed. I was sitting in her lap and I said, I really love your old skin. And I was holding on to it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. She thought it was pretty funny. All right, so I've already got that kind of plump and prime stuff on. So I'm gonna go straight into my foundation. I'm not gonna bother with primer because I want a nice, lightweight, dewy finish, which you can use primer if you want. I'm just not gonna do it today. I don't think you always have to use every single thing. And this one, again, is the Royal Radiance Foundation by Jafra Cosmetics, and it has an SPF in it of like 20, but it has skincare in it. So, it's good for your skin. It's good for your, it's not gonna damage like a lot of other foundations or makeup products might. So just a nice, healthy, dewy finish. This is the shade Nude, and it's a little bit lighter than what I normally wear, but I'm gonna do some contouring and bronzing that I think you guys will love. Now I'm just going really light under my eyes. I don't like to put a bunch of foundation under my eyes at first. I go back later and do my concealer step, just in case I make any mistakes with eyeshadow, poke myself in the eye with my mascara, whatever it would be. You always have those incidents. So a little bit on my forehead. I'm trying to avoid my brows. This is another reason I don't I don't usually do eyeshadow first because I like to go over my eyelids with my with my foundation. So I usually go over my eyelids with my foundation because it helps my eyeshadow last longer. But again, today I'm doing it a little backwards for your benefit. So getting it up here to my hairline. So you guys, I have some really funny things to share with you today. So I hope you stick around. I think you're gonna like it or gonna have a good time. All right, going around my lips, and probably don't have it blended super great, but if you have watched this channel for any amount of time at all, you know I always say, trust the process. So I may look a little bit jacked in the beginning, but it all comes together. All right, now I do just keep bringing this dry brush. Now this is important, you guys. I don't put a bunch of foundation on here and start putting foundation down my neck. I use what's in my brush to buff from my face down, just to bring a little bit of that color down and even out the skin tone on my neck. Now you can see that crazy red chest of mine I always deal with. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of foundation on it right now. I don't wanna get it on this pretty shirt. So I'm just gonna color correct right in the middle. So you can see that did help just a little bit. And that's another reason why I like the dewy finish foundation for stuff like this, when I'm trying to keep it looking moist rather than a really dry looking matte. Because you know, you'll still have a nice healthy looking glow there. All right, so you can see that, you know, I'm kind of color corrected all the way down. Got a pretty balanced skin tone going on right now. So I do want to use just a little bit of a translucent powder, not a lot, because again, I want to keep my skin looking healthy and fresh, but just a lightweight translucent powder, something simple. This is the Photo Finish Foundation by Jafra, or I'm sorry, it's called Photo Set. I'm just going to bring it right through the middle, just to kind of buff out what I've got and prepare it for the next step. So I just use a liquid. Next, I'm gonna use a powder. So using that set powder over my liquid prepares it for my next powder step, which is gonna be that contour. Now, you guys know this is really important in order to kind of sculpt a little bit and add some dimension. So think of like art class. Think of like 8th grade art class when you were talking about where the sun would hit something and where the shadow would go. So think about the sun would hit your forehead, the sun would hit the tip of your nose, and hopefully your jawline. Okay, so we want that jawline to be a little bit brighter and lighter. We'll contour underneath it to create a shadow. Okay, and I always talk about this when I contour, but we'll get a little bit more in depth right now, and I'll show you some tricks to go even more in depth with that. All right, so I'm gonna start under my cheekbone and just do a little bit here. Now I'm gonna carve out my cheek just a little bit. Let me come closer for you. And I fade toward the nose. Darker towards the hairline. All right, and I bring it up. I don't want to bring it down and drag down my face. So just a little bit back here, and now kind of popping and plopping. Don't scrub it, okay? Just pop and plop. And bringing it forward. Now you guys, this is just a powder contour. This is my Beauty Bar brand that I have here at the Beauty Bar because I have a makeup academy where I teach and train students. But this is very comparable to like Bobbi Brown's powder contour. There are a lot of brands that have one. I know Smashbox has one that's real simple. So just whatever powder contour you like. Now I'm gonna go up by my hairline just real quick, just to make it, you know, one cohesive, nice contoured, glowing look, and bring some dimension to my face. All right, now I'm gonna go underneath my jawline. So check this out. I already went with my foundation right here and made sure I got a good amount in that lighter shade. And now I'm gonna go right underneath with that same contour, not on top. I don't want to have a beard. I already have a beard. All of you guys know menopause, hormone replacement, it's going to give you a beard, sort of, but I don't want to add to that. So I'm going to go underneath here. So you can see it goes right underneath that bone. And I'm just starting with a little bit. I don't want a big fat brown ring under my chin, but I am going to sharpen up my jawline like this and try to bring the attention away from the turkey gobbler. All right. Now, you know, I'm not gonna opt for surgery anytime soon. I may, like, you know, later, a few years, hopefully I can wait till I'm 60, I may consider like some type of neck something. Who knows what'll be, you know, what'll be hot and new by then. You know, I may consider a facelift when I'm 60, but right now I haven't had anything done other than some permanent makeup on my brows. So I'm always trying to find things to help with my neck. I know there's not a lot of things that will completely correct it, you know, or make me, definitely I'm not gonna have the jawline of like Angelina Jolie. Good grief, that woman. Her chin and jaw are fabulous. But anyway, there are some things I can do to just try to take good care of that skin. So that's what I try to do. And then I try to disguise it. So you can see I've just continued to add a little bit at a time so that I can make sure it's well blended. And right under here is not too bad, but right here is where I don't have much definition. You can see it just really, even if I try to stick it out, it's still coming down pretty good right there. But this is how I normally stand. Okay, so I really want to try to bring some of that shading and that contour around this area. I'm trying to come close for you. All right, so today when I was getting all my stuff put together, you know, figuring out what we're going to talk about today, I was like, let's talk about necks. And then I was singing to myself, let's talk about necks, baby. Let's talk about you and me. And then I had that dumb song in my head. I think it's by Salt and Peppa. I don't even know, but I just remember being in the mall when I was in my teens, and my mom heard that song come across the speaker in whatever store we were shopping in, probably like Contempo Casuals. And it was like, let's talk about sex, baby. And my mom was like, what is going on, Jackie? Why is this talking about sex? As if I was one who made the song. I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I was always in trouble. All right, I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit more. Now, I hope that you guys can see how subtle I started, but how deep I have gone with this. And, you know, I'm doing it a little bit deeper than I normally would, just so you can see it on camera. All right, now let's talk about how this looks. So, you know, I brought this contour around here, and it's deeper right here because this is like kind of the area that really needs to be disguised. So it's almost like a triangle here that I have shadowed, okay? Now I am gonna bring it down just a little bit. I don't need to bring it down to here because I'm like, you know, I have all that redness and tan kind of right there, but I want it to kind of blend. Now I'm gonna bring it on the side. So this is something I learned from a really great makeup artist a couple years ago, is to contour the sides now. So it's almost like you have 3 stripes. Of course, you don't want to leave stripes on your neck, but you're shadowing here, here, and here will actually elongate a little bit. It will give the look of like a longer shadow right there. And do these look subtly, you know, not like brown stripes, because then that'll just look a little crazy. And then, you know, what we talked about in my last video, the jowls right here, I'm gonna just put a little bit of shadowing right here to shadow out those jowls. Okay, and then also I'm gonna remember not to stand like this. Okay, I know it's hard. As we age, you know, our posture gets a little worse. We come a little forward sometimes. So I'm gonna remember to try to stand like this. This makes a big difference in how my jawline looks as well. I'm not preoccupied, always walking around like a crazy giraffe trying to have the greatest chin ever, but I do pay attention, especially because I have really bad scoliosis. I try to hold my shoulders nice and straight and stand up straight as well, so that will make a difference in how your neck looks as well. Okay, so let me just check my contour real quick. I'm going to go back with a nice kind of pinkish blush. I think I'll use the pink from here in this palette. It's really bright though, so I'm just gonna use a little bit. And now I'll go ahead and blend it in. All right, let me go ahead and just buff. All right, I'm gonna leave my blush kind of deep like this because it always tends to fade as we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just darken up my eyebrows with a little bit of brow powder real quick since I got that foundation on them, so I'll be right back. All right, I'll finish with those brows. I'll go underneath with a little bit of this deep plum eyeshadow I've been using. Since I just got the foundation under my eyes, I'll go ahead and finish up those bottom details just with a small little smudger brush. I'm just using powder under the eyes, and you can see I've done a pretty intense kind of plum eyeshadow look today, which is not my usual, but I wanted to just kind of go with this really pretty whatever color shirt this is. It's kind of lavender, I guess. I'm not really sure. All right, so now I've got most of the upper part of my face done, but I'm gonna go into some concealer now. And what I wanna do is add a little bit of eye cream and a little bit of concealer together. Sometimes I'll do serum. Today I'm gonna use eye cream because I usually only use foundation under my eyes because I don't like it to look dry and cracked. But today I'm gonna go ahead and use some concealer for brightening, but I gotta add that eye cream in because that's really gonna help that whole dry and cracked thing that nobody wants. And again, if you can ever add skincare into your makeup, do it. It helps take care of your skin, so you're not just always wearing makeup. You can take care of your skin at the same time. All right, I'm gonna get it in that inner corner, a nice fluffy concealer brush. And cleaning up my eyeshadow a little bit. Nice and bright. Okay, we'll do the other side. Let me come closer for you. Clean up that eyeshadow. And it actually feels really nice when you have that eye cream in there. I did this with one of my clients yesterday. I showed her how to just add that eye cream right in. She was here for a tutorial. She was like, oh, that feels so good. I'm like, I know, that's a bonus. All right, I'm gonna back blend with my blush just to bring it back to life. A little on the tip of my nose. All right, I like the way that's turning out. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and move into some lipstick, but first I wanna take a little more concealer, and I'm gonna go along my jawline again. Just a tiny bit of that concealer because it's lighter than my foundation. Now this is gonna help strengthen up the jaw by brightening it just a little. You don't have to do this step if you feel like it would be too bright. I just really like it. Right here, in the middle, and right here, because I want to leave the jowls kind of shadowed. And I don't have a lot of concealer on this brush. It's the foundation brush, so it's just lightly brightening. I'll go over my lips. So strengthening up the jawline so that this shadow is a great contrast. So, you know, when I stand like this, it's like, oh, that's not so bad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and slap on some lipstick real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I just did kind of a nice nude pink color. I wanted to leave them, you know, not the main focus, but definitely wanted to frame out that smile, because when you have a great smile, guess what? That's what people are looking at. So that's a super helpful hint. Make sure you smile. All right, now you guys are gonna crack up at this one. I brought something to show you that is hilarious. So we've talked about the eyelid tapes before. Some of you like them, most of you don't. I had a hard time getting makeup on with these, so I wasn't able to use them, and they were not cheap. But I also decided to try the neck tapes. Okay, we have lots of jokes here on this channel about hold my neck, right? Like a good friend is going to hold your neck in a picture so that you don't have a double chin. And so, you know, like my big fat Greek wedding, everybody's holding each other's neck. But, you know, there's a lot of new neck tapes that are out right now and different brands. And this is one of the original brands that started doing these different face tapes. You know, there's the tapes for your eyes too. You can, oh my gosh, it's so much to worry about if you're actually going to wear those for something besides just a picture or a social media post. It's so much. But I'm going to go ahead and plop my hair up. You guys are going to die laughing. All right. Let me get my hair up here so it's out of the way. Okay, here we go. So you can see they're shaped like a little bit of a curve here. And I'm thinking it's because they're supposed to go this way to avoid your hairline, but they don't. You guys, it'll stick in your hairline. So at first I tried peeling half like a Band-Aid, and it was harder for me to work with. So, I mean, these aren't easy when you have to do yourself. Maybe if you had a friend to help you, because you kind of have to fold your neck in the back too. So put it on one side and hope that you get it straight. I didn't get it straight either, so don't expect me to do this right. And then I'm gonna fold my neck in the back and stretch it way over, like super far, yeah. Okay. Oh, it just popped off. It didn't work. Okay. See, that's the thing. If you move, it comes undone. All right, I'll try one more. Ow. Oh, there's a lot of hair in that. All right, I'm gonna try one more. Let's do this one more time. Now, I did see a new brand come out with neck tapes and they look a little different. So I think it's shaped different. You might have better luck with a different shape. I don't know. And I do keep these here at the beauty bar for my clients who are just doing a photo shoot. My older clients who they don't care if it's comfortable. They just want to look good for a picture and they don't have to wear it all day. But I definitely wouldn't recommend it for a wedding or an event. Okay. Got it really tight here. I'm gonna literally fold my neck in half and stretch it over here. And now let me hold it down. Maybe it won't pop off this time. Okay, it feels more secure, but this looks even weirder. It's like it's pulled it to the side. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't turn my head and I'm almost afraid to speak. But if I was just getting a photo done and I was gonna be wearing a Victorian outfit. All right, let me let my hair down. Oh, I think it's gonna pop off. Let me let my hair down. Because of course, you know, you would wanna hide it. Still on. We're still okay, I think. I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to move. Oh, I think it came loose. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, you guys, honestly, if you were just gonna wear this maybe for a picture, you could get away with it. I definitely couldn't go dancing, and you know, if it was in the 80s, I couldn't do the snake. Because it's definitely going to pop off at any given moment. Teeth check real quick. Make sure I don't have any lipstick on my teeth. All right, you guys. So check it out. With that contouring, what I did was I brightened. You saw I brightened a couple different times. And then we shadowed really good and hard right here. We added that really great dimension. And you could go even deeper. And you can still even do these steps with cream if that's what you prefer. But I suggest you give it a try right underneath here and see what happens. Now, like I always say, I'm not gonna make you look 12. I'm not You know, this isn't plastic surgery, but I think it'll definitely help draw some of that attention away and bring that attention up and bring it to your beautiful smile. You can see that I have on some false lashes today, so that even deepens and brightens up my eyes a lot too. So, you know, I like to keep my hair a little bit longer on the sides, so, you know, that my whole neck isn't exposed. So, you know, it's not just about the neck. And remember what I said, we sometimes will get talked into so many different products that promise to make the difference, be a game changer, lift and tuck, all the things. But, you know, honestly, it wouldn't be $60 if it's really that great. It would be, you know, 60,000 or something. So I will report back on those 2 creams that I already showed you, but definitely take good care of your neck. Stay hydrated, stand up straight, and just know that I love you guys so much. I hope that you're able to get a couple of great tips and tricks from today's video. I hope that you give some of these things a try, you guys. I hope you know that I love you, and I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye, everyone.